We go. Let's get it, man. Shit, a little late. What it is, man. We here though. A little late, but we here. Chad Penner in the building, man. Shout out Chad Penner, man. JJ need to stay away from the thotties. They got feed off his new contract like a leash. Chad Penner facts, homie. He better stay away from them thought bodies, man. Them thotty bodies, homie. You hear me? Yeah, Jay. I was late, man. Was late, man. Mad late, but I'm here, man. Sometimes, dog, but we here, homie. Much appreciated. Shout out Chad Penner in the building, man. Let's get right to this shit, man. Is Jettas worth the money? Do you think Jettas is worth the money, dog? Do you think Jettas is worth the money, homie? Is he worth the contract? It's a lot that comes with the contract. Let's just get into it, man. Probably be here for about an hour. You hear me? Probably maybe an hour max, man. Scolding in the building, scolding in the building. What up, big dog? Y'all let me know how you feel. Is Jettas worth the money? Is Jettas worth the money, homie? We're going to get into Jettas videos, him talking about it. We finna get in. Let's get to it, man. Let's just see how much he actually making for the people who don't know. You hear me? Yeah, for the people who don't know, let's just see how much he making, homie. Give me 1 second, man. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, homie. See how much he making first off, man. Give me 1 second, man. Heavy, man. We're going to get into it heavy, homie. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Y'all ready? Let's get it, man. Scoldin say he think he's worth it. Scoldin says he think he's worth it. Let's see, man. Let's see. Let's see, Scoldin. Let's ski, big dog. EJ, as long as he can lead us to a Super Bowl win, it's worth it. Ralph, I feel you, but Ralph, as we know, Justin won't be leading. It takes more than one person, Ralph. It takes more than one man, Ralph. You hear me? It's not just Jettas. It's a whole team. It's not just Jettas. It's a whole team. You hear me? Definitely glad he's in the building. Now you ask yourself, which direction would the Vikings go, though? You hear me? Will they be able to build a full roster paying Jettas that much money? I think they will. As far as the salary cap, etc., they get an increase next season. But hey, man, they're giving him a lot of guapino, man. Let's get to it. See how much Jettas making, man. Let's see. Justin Jefferson agreed to a 4-year, $140 million extension that includes $110 guaranteed, homie. $110 guaranteed. It's a lot of guapino, dog. It's a lot of guapino, man. You hear me? 110 guaranteed. Jettas got a lot to prove, dog. Now the pressure is on. You hear me? Chad Penner, EJ, you ever get any current or former Viking players on your show? No, I haven't, Chad. No, I haven't, big dog. If it happens, it happens. I might try one day, homie. But yeah, so Jettas has a lot to prove now, dog. The pressure is on Jettas. You hear me? The pressure is on Jettas. You hear me? No doubt about it, homie. The pressure is on Jettas now. No way around it. You dig me? You get my drift? Jettas got to elevate. Jettas got to separate himself, He got his contract. He got his money. He got his numbers. He got what he wanted. 35 mil a year is a lot, homie. He going to be straight. His family going to be straight heavy. Now Justin got to cement his legacy, homie. How great will he be? A lot of pressure on. You thought the pressure on was on then. Now it's really on, dog. He's no longer a rookie. He's no longer a 2-3 year player, dog. The pressure's on. You get that money, you got to come with it. You get that money, you got to come with it, homie. That's the game. That's the game, dog. It can go two ways. Heavy, period, bottom line, dog. He can either excel, get better, really become dominant, prove why he the best, make it no questions, or he can get comfortable and complacent, homie. We've seen it happen a lot, dog. Get comfortable and complacent. EJ had a rough day and a rough year. Scold and keep your head up, big dog. It'll get better, homie. Keep your head up, big dog. Stay positive, man. Stay focused, homie. Keep your head up, though. Never fold. Scolding, never fold, homie. Never give in, big dog. You hear me? Never let life make you quit or nothing, dog. If it's rough, keep stepping, dog. Keep pushing, homie. That's all you can do. You hear me? That's all you can do. Scolding heavy, dog. You hear me? That's all you can do, big dog. Keep stepping, homie. Heavy, dog. But yeah, Jettas got a lot to prove, homie. Jettas got a lot to prove, dog. It's on Jettas now, All eyes on Jettas. All eyes on Jettas. Like I said in my most recent video, all eyes on Jettas, man. What will he do, dog? Period. Ain't no more, dropping dropping catches that he should have caught. You know, the tough catches. He got to catch all those, you know. Like I say, mistakes happen in the NFL, but he got to catch the big catches now, homie. He got to catch majority of his catches. I don't care how tough they are. You getting 35 mil a year. You broke the bank. You broke the bank. Now we got to contribute. Now we got to produce at a high level. You dig me? You get my drift. That's just what it is. What does this mean for Chase? It means Chase. I mean, should the Bengals pay Chase more than Jettas? I don't think Chase is worth that. I don't think he's better than Jettas. But Jamar Chase, he could break the bank. You hear me? Yeah. He could either break the bank or be right there close to it, or it could get the same number as Jettas got. You hear me? Yeah. Or he could get the same type contract that Jettas got. Do I think Jamar Chase is better than Jettas? No. That's just like Devontae Adams. I mean, that's just like Devontae Smith and the other receivers in free agency. Do I think that they deserve that big money, the big bucks like Jettas? No, hell to the no. I don't think so. I don't think so. But I'm sure CeeDee Lamb and Jamar Chase will ask for it. They will ask for it. You hear me? There is no question he's the best, but I worry about his QB hurting him. Jay Lee, that's always a question. Jay Lee, it's a lot of questions. I worry about the O-line. I worry about the QB. I worry about the O-line, homie. You hear me? I worry about the O-line and all that. You got to worry about the quarterback. You know, it's a lot of questions. The quarterback, Sam Darnold, McCarthy. How will McCarthy pan out? But you got to worry about more than the quarterback ruining him. You know. You gotta be concerned about Jetta staying healthy every season, dog. It's a lot of factors that play in. Jetta staying healthy, you hear me? You dig me? You get my drift, you know. Jetta staying zoned in, huh? The Vikings really building a roster around him. What's up with the O-line? What's up with the D-line, homie? You dig me? You get my drift? You know, I'm sure the money will be there, but what's up with Christian Darrisaw? How much will he want? You hear me? What type of maneuvers will they have to make to keep Darrisaw in the building, homie? You hear me? Just little things you got to think about, though. But Jamar Chase, other receivers, they're gonna ask for that money, but will they get it? I don't think so. Excuse me, you telling me CeeDee Lamb deserved 35 mil a year? You telling me CeeDee Lamb deserved the same contract Jetta's got? I say cap, homie. I say cap, dog. 1,000. Let me know in the chat. Do y'all really think CeeDee Lamb and Chase deserve the money Jetta's got? Are y'all taking Chase and CeeDee Lamb over Jettas? And don't be biased because you're a Vikings fan. Keep it 1,000. Keep it 1,000. If you had your pick of a receiver, any receiver in the NFL, or let's just break it down to Jamar Chase and CeeDee Lamb or Justin Jefferson, who would you pick? Who would you pick? Don't be biased. Be real. You hear me? I'm taking Jettas all day. Jettas brings more to the table as a receiver. In my opinion, no disrespect, you know. Does Jamar Chase do some things maybe slightly better? I mean, you may talk about explosiveness, but that's about it. And that's very close right there. You hear me? JJ, TJ, and that's fucking firepower, bro. Yeah. If TJ Hockenson can stay healthy, if TJ Hockenson is available, you hear me? Yeah. That's great firepower. But can Hawk stay healthy? And also, can Aaron Jones stay healthy? You know, Aaron Jones, he got injured last year with the Packers. You hear me? Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, explosive power. That's great. But can these guys stay available? Can these guys stay on the field? You hear me? That's the big thing. That's the bottom line, dog. Like I say, you can have all the talent in the world, but if your talent isn't available, what it's worth? What does it matter, dog? You hear me? What does it matter? What does it matter if you don't have the talent, dog, on the field? You hear me? It means more to Lamb than Chase. I don't know, SKOL. I don't think it necessarily means that they'll get more. And if you're in the chat, like it up, man. You in the chat, like it up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe heavy. If you're in the chat, like it up once again. But I don't think it necessarily means more to Lamb and Chase, SKOL. You know, I don't think the Cowboys will pay Lamb that much, homie. I don't think the Cowboys gonna pay Lamb that much, dog. Chase maybe, homie, but CeeDee Lamb, I don't think he getting that much, dog. You hear me? Jay Lee, Chase, yes. Yeah, Jay Lee a Bengals fan though, so I understand why he say Chase, yes. Lamb, no. Vikings for life in the building. Vikings for life in the building. Let's get it. Shout out Vikings for life in the building. Let's get it. Do you think J.J. McCarthy will be a good QB, or do you think he will be a bust? Vikings for life, man. I think he has the potential to be a great quarterback. Like I said before, I love his mentality. I think he's in the best situation out of all the receivers in the NFL as far as rookies. So I think he could definitely be great, dog. He could definitely be play at a high level, dog. Now the question is mental. The mental is there, but can he really understand the game? Can he, can the game slow down for him? Can he control his arm power? Can he really learn the NFL game, dog? And I think he will. I think KOC will develop him, not rush him, but develop him, not rush him. And I think he will be an elite quarterback or have the potential to. Heavy. I would be shocked if he is a bust. I would be shocked if he is a draft bust, dog. Bottom line, I'd be shocked if JJ McCarthy is a draft bust. You dig me? You get my drift? Shout out Vikings for life in the building, man. Light bright as a bitch. Shout out Vikings for life in the building, man. Chase and Jefferson ruled the world with Burrow. I think Chase and Jefferson are on the same tier, but Lamb I'm out on. Chase and Jefferson are close. I'm not gonna say same tier, but it's definitely close. But CeeDee Lamb, he's not in the picture. He's not in the picture, homie. You gotta admit, Cousins got Jettas that bag though. He got Jettas the bag. How the hell Cousins get Jettas the bag? How the hell Kirk Cousins get Jettas the bag, Jay Lee? Please expound, Jay Lee. How did Kirk Cousins get Jettas the bag, Jay Lee? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. If anything, Justin Jefferson got Cousins the bag. Justin Jefferson made Cousins better, not the other way around. You hear me? Justin Jefferson is the reason that Atlanta gave Kirk that much guapino, homie. Yeah, Jefferson made Kirk better. Kirk didn't make Jettas better, homie. I don't care what they get up there and say on a presser. They got to be politically correct. Certain things they can't say. Jettas made Kirk better, homie. Jettas made Kirk better. You dig me? You get my drift? That's the bottom line. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Let's be realistic about it, huh? Now was Kirk all bad? No, Kirk wasn't all bad, but man, I'm tired of Kirk Cousins, man. You hear me? It was the Cousins and Jetta show, was it? Was it the Cousins and Jetta show, homie? Was it really the Kirk Cousins and Jetta show? Kirk was out the whole season, so whose show was it? Jettas was injured half the season, so whose show was it, big dog? Let's be real, Jay Lee. Please expound to me how Kirk Cousins made Jettas better. Just let me know, dog. You hear me? 4th and 8. My point exactly, Jay Lee. 4th and 8. 4th and 8. You hear me? Bottom line. 4th and 8. You hear me? 4th and 8, dog. You hear me? 4th and 8. We know what it is. 4th and 8. Let's get into the Jefferson pressure, though, man. Let's get into the Jefferson pressure, though. Yeah, but Jetta, does he deserve the big bucks? I mean, is it worth it? Is it worth the payday? We're gonna see. All I can say, time will tell. But starting this season coming up, Jetta's gonna have to elevate his game. Jetta's gonna have to take his game to another level. Hands down, man down. Hands down, man down. You hear me? It's no more. No. Jetta's got to make the spectacular catches, homie. No more excuses, dog. It can't be no more stupid fumbles, homie. No miscommunication. You hear me? Mistakes happen, but Jetta's got to be on point, homie. Jetta's got to be on point. You hear me? That's bottom line. With that money comes responsibility, dog. He got to, not only on the field, but off the field, in the locker room, he got to be more of a leader. He got to speak up more, dog. You hear me? He got to lead by example. You hear me? He got to become more vocal. He's no longer a rookie, a year 2 player. You hear me? It's time for Jetta to step up in every area, in every aspect of team, dog. It's time for him to be a true captain, dog. A true captain. You hear me? Period. Most importantly, he got to be on the field. He got to prove it on the field. He got to prove it on the field, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's on Jettas. Is he going to be an AB? Well, I don't think he will be an Antonio Brown. He's a clown. But we've seen it happen, dog. Players get the big money, not only in the NFL, all sports, entertainment, etc. They get that big check, that big bag, then they get cool, they get comfortable. You hear me? They get the wrong people around them. They get the big head. You hear me? They get cocky. I ain't say confident. They get cocky though. You hear me? I ain't say confident. Don't get it misconstrued. It's good to be confident. You should be confident. You hear me? But some players get cocky, get the big head, homie. You know what I'm saying? Get the big bobble head. You hear me, dog? The big blown up head, homie. You start losing focus. Then you get the females involved. You get the friends involved, homie. You've seen some players get on drugs, the liquor, dog, make mistakes, make stupid mistakes, not focus. You know what I'm saying? That's just real deal, dog. No disrespect. I don't see that happening in Jettas. I think he got his head on straight. I think he got the right people around him. But you know, with the whole thotty hottie bitch situation, you hear me? It can happen like that quickly and swiftly. So Jetta's got to really, break down his circle and focus and zone in. Does he want to be great? Is it about being great? Is it about creating a legacy? You hear me? For him and his family? Is it really about Super Bowls? Or was it just about getting the money and it's all good? Huh? Is he a real Conor McGregor of the NFL? You hear me? Is he a real Conor McGregor of the NFL? You hear me? Bottom line, though. In the chat, like it up, man. Let's get to some of this Jetta's interview, man. Get to some of this Jetta's interview, man. Zone in. Facts. Go and tell him. Let him know. Go and zone in, big dog. Let's get to this pressure, man. Get to this pressure, dog. Will I get a copyright? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Let's see. We're gonna find out. That's one thing I know. We finna find out. We finna find out. That's one thing I know. We finna get into this pressure, though. We finna get into this pressure. Hear me? We finna get into this pressure. We finna get into this pressure. Here we go. Y'all ready with it? Y'all rocking with me? Let's get into it. Let's break. I'm finna really break it down. I'm finna really break this pressure down, man. Like I say, I don't know how this copyright shit work, but we finna get into it, homie. Let's get it. Let's see what's up, man. Y'all see my screen? It's all good. Y'all see my screen? It's all good. Let me know. Let me know. Give me SKOLs in the chat, man. SKOLs in the chat. Y'all see my screen? It's all good. Let me know, bro. You hear me? Y'all see my screen? It's all good. Let me get SKOLs in the chat, man. Let me know you can see the screen, homie. 1,000. You hear me? Let's get it, man. You're a good bet, man. Let's get it, man. Here we go. Get into this Jetta's pressure, man.
Beware of day trading options. It's one of the fastest ways to lose all of your money. This is what some people will keep telling you because.
Here we go. To the presser, man.
Right here for one.
Here we go. Fast forward a little bit, man. Hold on, man. They're taking a little minute to sit away. SKOL them facts, man. You hear me? Let's see what's up. You hear me? Come on, Quasi. Hurry up now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Good morning. Obviously, we've had a pretty big offseason, but this move was something that was foundational to everything we're going to be as a team this season and going forward. Right. So I'm just really honored to be here to celebrate such a momentous day for this occasion, for this organization, but for Justin also and his family. I can only imagine the pride, John, Elaine, Jordan, Ricky, who's not here right now, feel right now, in addition to the community that helped raise Justin to be the player and person that he is.
They should feel proud. They should feel very, very proud, man. Once again, shout out to Jettas. Don't get it misconstrued. They should feel very proud, homie. Jettas should feel proud. As his family, his brothers who brought him up. He gonna speak about it. But yeah, man, don't ever get it misconstrued. I ain't mad that Jettas got paid. I'm glad Jettas got the Guapino, homie. I'm glad Jetta's got that Guapino, homie. Hands down, man down. Like I say, if any player earned it, deserved it, on and off the field, I don't care about that other goofy situation, but on and off the field, how he carry himself on and off the field, you gotta respect it, man. Jetta's deserve every penny. Jetta's deserve every penny, homie. In the zone, shout out In the Zone podcast. What up, big dog? 1,000, man. SKOL, big dog. SKOL, man. Shout out In the Zone podcast, man. Let's get it, man. You in the chat, like it up. You in the chat, like it up. Let's get back to it, man. But yeah, everybody should be proud. Jettas, his family, etc. Dog. Facts, Jay Lee. Facts. Generational wealth, man. That's what it's about, homie. So don't get it misconstrued. Never hating on Jettas. Never mad at Jettas. I'm glad, like I said, 35 mil. 35 mil, nothing more. That's what he got. 35 mil. I respect it, man. I respect it. All I'm saying is the pressure's on now. It's time to elevate. Jettas must elevate. You hear me? He must put up bigger numbers. That's what comes with a big payday. Production, more production, homie. You want to be the best? You want to get paid like the best? Well, guess what? They're going to expect the best out of you, homie. You got to bring your best every time. It's a target on your back now. Everybody thought it was a target on his back before. It's a motherfucking target on Jetta's back now for real. You hear me? Hands down, man down. Cornerbacks want to take him out. Safeties want to take him out. Everybody want to get a name off Jetta's, get a pick off Jetta's, lock him down. It can't be no more some game Jetta's locked up for a whole half. You hear me? Or locked up for the whole game. You hear me? And I know that has a lot to do with KOC, play calling, Wes Phillips, etc. But at the end of the day, Jetta's gonna have to go above and beyond, 1,000. That's the truth we living in, homie. You hear me? Ask all the great receivers. Ask Jerry Rice when he got his money, and they wasn't making that much money like that back in the day. Jerry Rice didn't see no 35 mil a year. He should have seen it. He earned it. Jerry Rice should have probably seen 40 mil a year. But Jerry Rice balled out, dog. Michael Irvin, dog. All the great receivers. You hear me? They get that money, they expect greatness. You get that money, they expect greatness, homie. Let's get it, man. JDT393 in the building. What up, man? JDT93 in the building. Let's get it, man. You in the chat, like it up. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. Hey, you think we re-sign Cam? In the zone, you talking about Cam Bynum, homie? You talking about Cam Bynum? When is his contract up, man? We might have to do a live about this one in the Zoe podcast. We might have to do a live about this one, big dog. We might have to have a debate, big dog. But you talking about Cam Bynum? I mean, to me, it depends on how he performed this year. He had a solid season last year, big dog. Oh, you talking about Cam Bynum? I mean, he had a solid season last year. You know, he was productive, but I got to see how he do this season, homie. I still question some of his coverage skills, especially man to man. I question his speed, you hear me? And then you got to get it to the numbers, big dog. Like how much, you know what I'm saying? I mean, how much we talking about, you know? I don't even know what his contract is up for discussion anyway, big dog. Let me know. Yeah, we might have to do a live and talk about it, homie, heavy. 1,000, man. But Cam Bynum definitely a solid player, man. He stepped up. Is he a top 5 safety? I don't know if he a top 10 safety, big dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Cam Bynum is a top 10 safety, homie. He's a tackling machine, but I need to see more of that Cam in coverage, you know. To me, Cam a little slow. He not slower than Hitman, you hear me? But I mean, I don't know if I trust his coverage skills, big dog. Respect to Cam Bynum, though. Like I said, I got to see how he perform this season, homie. That's it. I got to see how he do this season, big dog. Shout out Trevon17. How you like JJ McCarthy? What you mean how I like him? I love JJ McCarthy. He Vikings. He SKOL. You hear me? Until he do something to piss me off. You know, JJ McCarthy, if he get goofy, you hear me? Then I get on his head top, make his head drop. But right now, shit, man. I like JJ McCarthy, dog. You know, so I root out. Shit, man. I wish him the best, homie. And his contract up after this year. Woo. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I got to think about this one in the zone, man. We might have to chop it up about this. It might be a good topic for us, big dog. Yeah, we get at you, man. But yeah, Cam Bynum, I don't know, dog. But yeah, 4 year, $4 million. 4 year, I mean, that's a rookie contract, though, right? Cam Bynum still on his rookie contract. So after this year, I'm sure he's gonna want more Guapino. That's how it works. But the question will be, has he earned that Guapino, homie? Has he earned that motherfucking Guapino, homie? Like I say, I love Cam Bynum, tackling ability. He's a tackling machine, you know what I'm saying? He's not scared, no fear. I question his coverage skills, homie. I question his speed, etc. And we know how the Vikings secondary has been lacking speed. You hear me? That's just facts, dog. No disrespect. We just talking facts. You hear me? Let's get back into this video, man. Shout out Jettas, man.
You know me, I always start off with a little gratitude. So I'm going to thank some people who were pretty instrumental in this getting done. First, always starts off with the Wilfs and our great ownership group for creating the family atmosphere here that people want to be a part of, the facilities that.
I knew Crazy was going to say the Wilfs. He always coming with the Wilfs, give respect to the Wilfs. I mean, shout out the Wilfs, man. Shout out the Wilfs as long as they stay out the way. Shout out the Wilfs as long as they let Quasi cook and stay out the way. You hear me? When they start getting in the way, trying to control shit, trying to put their 2 cents in, Wilfs fall back, Wilfs. I know Quasi going to be politically correct. You know, he got to shout out to owners, got to show love to the owners. They hired him, gave him the job. You hear me? You hear me? As long as the Wolves stay out the way, mind their business, you know, stay in the press box, come to the games, maybe be in Minnesota more. It's all good. But yeah, you know, Quasi going to shout out to Wolves. I mean, they gave the man the job. You hear me? It's what it is.
The A class, you know, way we treat people, and also the resource to compete at a championship level. We don't take that for granted in any type of way. All the people.
Do you know what's in your cheap protein powder? Well, here to tell us is all-natural fitness athlete Paul SKOL.
All right, let's see.
In the football operation, player personnel that were involved in bringing Justin here. Some here, some still not. I think they deserve a lot of credit, obviously, for identifying such a talented generational type player. All the coaches and football ops staff that, you know, help Justin on a day-to-day basis and make him one of the great players in the NFL. Obviously, with special shout out to Keenan McCardell. I remember when I first got here, you know, I'm texting trying to meet these guys and learn, and Justin texts me. He's like, "Hey man, I'm not that type of guy. I don't ask for anything, but I'd really like to work with Coach McCardell. He pushes me to be great." And I think that says a lot about not just his coach, but about Justin.
That's very important right there, you know. So obviously Jettas obviously he loves being coached by McCardell, man. You know, that's a great sign. See, I never questioned Jettas wanting to be great. We know Jettas want to be great, homie. There's no question in my mind. But the fact that he speaks up and vouches for McCardell, you know, McCardell could have left, you hear me? Yeah, McCardell could have left, you hear me? Like, we're being real. You know, he's that caliber of coach. He could go anywhere, be an offensive coordinator, maybe potential head coach, future head coach. But you know, he didn't have to stay, dog. You dig me? He didn't have to stay right there and stay with Jettas. But the fact Jettas spoke up and said, "Hey, please keep this dude around. He wants me to be great. He pushes me to be great." You hear me? And Jettas has been around great coaches before, LSU, winning pedigree. So he knows, you know, he knows what type of coaches can bring the best out of him. You hear me? Bring that greatness out of him, dog. Huh? And who else better for the job than Keenan McCardell, right? Legendary receiver. You hear me? Got skills, experience, you know, knows the game for real. So shout out Jettas, man. We go. Who would you rather have, JJ or Kirk? Is that a real question, Trevon? Is that a real question, Trevion 17? Fuck Kirk Cousins, homie. Get him out the building. Keep him out the building. Keep him out the building. You hear me? Keep him out the building. You hear me? How about them apples, dog? JJ McCarthy over Kirk all day. I'm taking anybody over Kirk, dog. You hear me? I'm taking anybody over Kirk, dog. Yeah. Yeah, dog. I mean, you hear me? You hear me clear? He's talking about JJ McCarthy or Kirk. Man, that's an easy question, an easy answer, though. Y'all should have traded Justin and got a lot for him. Well, Trevion, maybe they should have. We won't know until it pans out, though. You know, could they have traded Jefferson? Could they have got, you know, built draft capital? They could have got a lot of ones. But you ask yourself this, Trevion, you trade Jettas, is it guaranteed you will find another Jettas? Huh? Is it guaranteed you will find another Jettas, dog? No, it's not guaranteed. And right now, at this point in the Vikings, you know where the Vikings are, where they're trying to get to. Would it have been the smart move to trade Jettas? You just drafted a rookie quarterback. You got Sam Darnold. You're trying to compete. Because you lose Jettas, you're gonna have to. You got a whole year where you have really one weapon for real at your skill position as far as the wide receiver, huh? One weapon for real, right? You got Jordan Addison, Brandon Powell. He's cool, but is he a solidified number 2 playmaker? If it was no Jettas, Jalen Naylor, he look like he can play well, but he can't stay healthy. He can't stay on the field. So you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas, homie. Woulda, coulda, shouldas. Now you trade Jettas, you get 3 first-round picks. Okay, cool. But is it guaranteed for them to hit? You know, they could be a bust. So you never know. It's all a draw to straw. So it's easy to sit and say, oh, they should have traded Jettas, dog. They should have did this, did that. Hey, at the end of the day, dog, I think both teams won. They didn't overpay. They paid extra, but you knew that was going to happen. It's Jettas, homie. The best receiver in the league. 35 mil. I'm cool with the 35 mil. You hear me? You hear me? Bottom line. We can sit here and say woulda, coulda, shoulda all day, all damn day. Bottom line is we gotta wait and see. We gotta wait and see. The deal is done. Now they can move forward. Now we're gonna see what it's really about. You hear me? He's not putting in the work that we all think he would. What are you talking about, Trevion? What are you talking about, Trevion 17? Like, you sound goofy, big dog. What do you mean he's not putting in the work? How is he not putting in the work, big dog? You hear me? How is he not putting in the work? He's putting in the work every season, every off season. He's the best receiver in the league since his rookie year. How is he not putting in the work? That's the perfect example, prime example of putting in the work, homie. Let's not be delusional, you hear me? Let's not just yap and cap, Trevion 17. Shout out to you for being in the chat. But let's be real, big dog. He's not only putting in the work, he's putting in extra work, homie. You don't become the best receiver in the NFL without putting in the work, you hear me? Putting in that motherfucking work, you hear me? Big SKOL here, man. Put some respect on Jetta's name. Put some respect on Jetta's name, homie. Bottom line, period. You're in the chat, like it up. You're in the chat, like it up, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. Exactly. Ain't too many Jettas out there. My point exactly, Jay Lee. My point exactly, Jay Lee. We know what it is. You can't just go to the draft. Boop, boop. And say, okay, here's Jettas, here's Jettas, here's a Jettas, here's a Jettas. Hell no, kill that noise. That's cat, boy. You hear me? You can't just go to the draft every year and expect to find a Justin Jefferson. It don't work like that, homie. It don't work like that, man. Bottom line. If he ain't putting in the work, then who is? You hear me? You hear me, Jay Lee? Who the fuck is? He ain't putting in the work. What is putting in work? What is the definition of putting in work? If Jettas ain't putting in work, homie, what we really talking about? What we really talking about, homie? You hear me? Come on, man. What we really speaking on? You hear me? You're in the chat. Like it up, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. I shouldn't have to keep saying it, homie. Support the grind. Support the channel 1000. You hear me? Big SKOL here. He definitely puts in the work because dude don't drop anything. Come on, JDT93. We know what's up. Jetta's been putting in that work. He been putting in that work, homie. You hear me? What are you talking about? Not putting in work. That's all he do is put in work. Every offseason, he comes back better. You talking about he missed, what, 7 games, 7 weeks last season? Still put up 1,000 yards? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, homie? If that's not putting in work, what is, dog? People be tripping, dog. Kirk was at last season. No cap. No shit, Sherlock. You know, I can't say Kirk was ass. He he got injured, you know. Kirk has started playing well. I give Kirk that. Do I think he would have kept it going? Hell no. Nah. I think Kirk is who he is. But before that Achilles injury, Kirk was playing good ball. The Vikings were playing good ball. Did we forget? Have we forgotten? You know, I will give Kirk this. Before that injury, the Vikings were on a win streak. You know, Kirk was playing some of his best ball of his career. I can't take that from him. Do I like him? Do I rock with him? Nah, I think he's capped. I think he's a bozo heavy at the end of the day. I think he's one big disguise, homie. But you gotta tell the truth. Before that injury, Kirk was balling. The Vikings was balling, homie. Period. Bottom line. Happy, dog. Score for life, Barber. What up? Score for life in the building. Score for life, Barber 1975. What up, big dog? You in the chat, like it up. You in the chat, like it up. I'm gonna keep saying it, homie. I'm gonna keep saying it. I shouldn't have to keep saying it, but I'm gonna keep saying it. You hear me? People act like they don't get it, man. Respect the grind, homie. Support the grind in the chat, homie. Let's get it. SKOL Mafia in the building. Purple Gang. What up, SKOL Mafia? SKOL Mafia. What up, big dog? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Facts. Let's get back to this little presser, man.
Justin, the types of things that he wants for his career. Obviously, we want to thank Rob. His relationship approach-based approach to negotiating is really helpful in these matters, and obviously his experience, his tireless work ethic. Emily, who does a lot of work behind the scenes, just instrumental in getting this done. Also like to thank Ben Renzen and the WME team, obviously, for continually coming back to the table. We claim to be solutions oriented here, but that takes two. That takes people willing to show up to the table. And obviously some doors get closed, but every time we came back, and we're always optimistic that we'd be here, try new solutions, try different structures, different things like that, because ultimately a contract is a creative way of coming up with a solution between two parties. And we were able to do that. KO obviously for, showing us the vision of what this offense can be with a dynamic playmaker like Justin, just continued our partnership and everything we've built here to continue to build a culture that people want to be a part of, but also a play style and a scheme and how we want to go about doing things on the field. And lastly, I want to thank Jets. I think it almost feels like yesterday. It was 2 years ago. I was walking into the building for one of the first times where I met you for the first time. And I think another player was going through a contract negotiation, and I think it was messy. And I joked, we'll get ours done in 2 seconds. That was the confidence of a 1 month GM, I think. But I've learned a lot, since then, obviously, but I've learned a lot about who he is as a person. Everybody has their favorite Justin Jefferson moment, favorite play that comes to mind. Mine's probably not the same one that comes to your guys' mind. Mine's probably the play before one of the plays. I think everybody remembers that third and long catch against Detroit last year. But I remember the play before the third and long catch where we had a fumble and he sprints back to the other side of the field, desperately recovers the ball so that we have another chance to snap the ball. And so a lot of people talk about winning and what that means, and that's lip service. But when you go out in the field and show it in that way,
got to give props to Quasi. Got to give props to Quasi, man. Got to give props to Quasi for talking about that play. Like you said, everybody think about the Lions game, the third and long catch, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he talked about the play showing effort, though. That's one thing about Jettas. Jettas shows great effort, homie. Hands down, man down. And I'm glad Quasi pointed it out, dog. That's what you look at, effort guys, man, putting the work in. You know what I'm saying? Had somebody in a chat talk about he don't work hard enough, man. Man, Jettas go above and beyond, dog. You hear me? Jettas go above and beyond, dog, every time, homie. Just like Quasi said, you chase down, Jettas could have sat there and stayed cool about it. He could have sat there and been nonchalant. Oh, it's a turnover. Let him get the ball. I ain't going to chase him down. I ain't going to run him down. I ain't going to care, game over, whatever. He could have had any situation run through his mind. You hear me? But what Jettas do? Showed effort, dog. Showed effort. Something a lot of receivers don't do, dog. So shout out Quasi for pointing that out. Man. And then shout out Quasi. I'm going to give Quasi some props real quick. Shout out Quasi just for what he's done. Like he said, the culture, man. Building a culture. You hear me? Building that chemistry. Quasi has done that, dog. And I want to give Quasi props for the offseason he's had, homie. You hear me? The great offseason. You hear me? NFL draft. Building the defense, dog. Man, shout out to Quasi, dog. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else getting praise and props. It's time to give Quasi some props, dog. It's time to give Quasi some props. You hear me? Hands down, man down, 1,000, dog. Heavy, man. Shout out Quasi, man. Shout out Quasi, dog. You hear me? Let's get it, man. Bandito Suarez, what up, big dog? Bandito in the building. Bandito in the building. SKOL Tide, homie. SKOL Tide. Let's get it, baby. SKOL Tide, man. SKOL Tide. Let's get it, homie. Bandito in the building. Let's get it, man. You in the chat, like it up, man. Kirk got all but hurt because the Vikings didn't want to be held hostage by him. Vikings wanted to draft a quarterback, and Kirk didn't want to have to compete. That's the bottom line. Facts. That's what I've been saying, Jay Lee. Kirk's a clown. That's why I think he's the ultimate clown. Kirk is now the ultimate clown. You mean to tell me? I know I said I'm done talking about Kirk, but Jay Lee, yeah, hey, you bring it up out, dog. So I'm gonna get on this head top, homie. But Kirk is a clown. You mean to tell me you a veteran in the league? You scared to compete with a rookie? You scared to compete with a rookie, Kirk? That showed me that was enough right there. That showed me exactly who Kirk was. He's not a leader. He's not a captain. He's not a winner. He never been a winner since high school, since Pee Wee middle school. He's been a quitter. He's been a quitter, homie. Heavy, dog. No disrespect. I'm just stating facts, homie. Like I say, the 4th and 8, that's all we got to say. That 4th and 8, that's all we got to motherfucking say about Kirk. You hear me? Huh? Anybody asks you why you don't like Kirk or why you despise Kirk as a Vikings fan, say, hey, 4th and 8, dog. That's all I'm going to say, dog. Period, bottom line. Kirk is who he is. He's a chump. He's a coward, homie. You scared to compete in the NFL? That's what the NFL is about. That's why you play at the highest level. That's why you want to be great, to compete. What you mean you can't earn your spot? Nah, I know it, because everything been given to Kirk. Every team he went to made him not have to compete, not have to prove nothing. They pay him, give him a big payday, and let him start. Give him a big payday and make him the man, dog. Kirk fooled everybody. Kirk fooled everybody. You hear me? Hands down, man down. I don't care what nobody talking about. Big SKOL here, man. I blame Kirk for the Vikings downfall after 2017. I blame Rick Spielman and Kirk for the Vikings downfall after 2017, homie. 2017, if they would have kept Case Keenum or drafted a quarterback or got a quarterback in free agency or something for cheap, kept the money in the pocket like Mike Zimmer wanted to do, built their roster, got some more skilled players, built the lineup. They could have built a dynasty. What did they do? What did Rick Spielman dumbass go do? When it got Kirk Cousins talking about he gonna lead them to a Super Bowl. He gonna lead them to a Super Bowl. Well, you see what happened. So guess what? I blame Rick Spielman and I blame Kirk Cousins for the Vikings downfall after 2017. Boy, heavy. Anybody got a problem with it? Get at me. Let's get it, man. I blame Rick Spielman, but mostly Kirk Cousins for the downfall of the Vikings after 2017. You can't tell me if they keep Case Keenum, they maybe bring another quarterback in for a cheaper price. You hear me? They build a roster up. They got money in free agency to go get superstar players. You hear me? On both sides of the ball. You can't tell me the Vikings wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl already, dog. Huh? You don't go 1 year to the NFC Championship, then the next year you trash ass with the #1 defense. Oh, but who's your quarterback? Who is your quarterback with the #1 defense? Kirk Cousins. Kirk damn Cousins. Punk, coward, chump. Kiss my ass, Kirk. Get out the building, Kirk. Stay out the building, punk. Woo! Jay Lee, get me turned up in there, man. Bandito, what up, man? Shout out Bandito, man. No disrespect. I think people overhype Justin. I think people overhype you, Trevion. I think people overhype you, big dog. Yeah, how about that, Trevion? You hear me? Let's get it, man. Talk to him, SKOL Mafia. Talk to him, SKOL Mafia. Let him know, homie. Talk to him. Let him know, homie. Let's get it, man. Talk to him, man. You hear me? And Quasi, we trust. Facts, man. And Quasi, hey, we getting there with the trust. We getting there with the trust. You know, Quasi still got work to do, but no doubt, Bandito, definitely believe in Quasi more, man. Definitely believing in Quasi more. You hear me? 1,000. Score for life. Facts. Come on, man. Let's talk facts, man. Let's be real, man. He somehow fooled the Dirty Birds. Yeah, he a Dirty Bird now, dog. What that dance they used to do, he a Dirty Bird. Take his dirty ass to Atlanta. Take his dirty ass to the streets of Atlanta. You hear me? Let's get it, man. Isaiah Bradley in the building. Isaiah Bradley in the building. What up, big dog? What up, big dog? I'm ready. We ready. Let's get it, man. I'm ready. We ready. Let's get it. Isaiah Bradley. Heavy, man. Hey, Isaiah, I need one of them dogs, man. I need one of them dogs, homie. Heavy, dog. I need one of them dogs up off you, Isaiah. Heavy, big bro. I need one of them pits off you, dog. 1,000, bro. You gotta chop it up heavy, homie. You hear me? I need one of them dogs off you, big dog. 1,000. I blame Kirk Cousins on that fourth, and then he doesn't like to compete with rookies. Facts, man. Let's get it. How does Kirk get these contracts? Bandito, man. He got a good agent. He get over. He hide behind his Christianity. He hide behind his Christianity. You hear me? That's how we get it, Bandito. We know what's up. We know what's up, man. We know exactly how he get these contracts, big dog. Hide behind his Christianity and religious beliefs and the fact he's a family man. Oh, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Kill that noise, homie. Let's get it, man. Waddle the GOAT. Hey, somebody get on this goofy head top. He talking about Waddle the GOAT. Now, roll top full of pride, but don't ever say Waddle the GOAT. Don't ever say Waddle the GOAT, big dog. Waddle's nice, but he's no Jettas. He's no Jettas. You hear me? Isaiah Bradley, better up, big dog. We got to chop it up, man. We got to chop it up. Get back to the pressure, man. Shout out Quasi, man.
Way. That's something I always remember. I think I told you after the game, you know, hopefully from there, when the gold jacket gets fit, we'll see. But, you know, that's the one I'll tell my kids that I got to see, that I was around. So, you know, ultimately when you have moments like that in your mind, and you know how he contributes to our culture, the joy, the positivity, all that stuff, this day was going to come. There was never a second in my mind that we weren't going to be here. Obviously you have to navigate challenges and things like that, but this was always our purpose, and just really glad to be here on this day to celebrate this occasion. KO.
Okay, KO. Let's go, KO.
Yeah, this is a really, really exciting day. It is excellent to be here with you guys. A monumental day for Justin and his family, the Vikings organization, and really our fan base. Not sure that there is a player in our league with the type of relationship with a fan base that Justin has with ours. I know it means a lot to you, Jets, and it certainly means a lot to me to be the head coach of this team and get to keep.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? The fans love him, dog. The fans love him, you know. The fans love Jettis, homie. You know, he's a great player, man. On the field, off the field, man. You can't deny that, man. Everybody got mad love for Jettis, homie. You hear me? You know, Jettis carries himself well. He don't be no, you know, he don't be on no BS, dog. He show up, do his job, come to work. He's not a diva. No drama in the locker room. You hear me? He's not an all just me, I type guy. He's a team player. He's a team player. You hear me? He does whatever it takes to win. You hear me? He want to see everybody eat. His ultimate goal is Super Bowl. His ultimate goal is Super Bowl. You hear me? That's what it's about, man. So shout out KLC for pointing that out. Yes, the fans love him, dog. The community love him. That's important. That plays an important role. You think if the fans, the community didn't like Jettis or rock with Jettis, that KLC and would have wanted him back, or Quasi would have wanted him back home? It's a lot of dynamics. You hear me? It's a lot of dynamics, man. You hear me? No, I wouldn't take Dalvin Cook back. Hell no. You hear me? Ty Chandler is a dog. Facts, man. Facts. Let's get it, man. We talking about Dalvin Cook, man. Come on, bro. Dalvin Cook didn't want to play fair ball. Dalvin Cook didn't want to play fair ball. You hear me? I don't hear nothing about Dalvin Cook. You know, talk to me about Ty Chandler. Talk to me about Aaron Jones. You hear me? Talk to me about dudes in the building. You hear me? SKOL Mafia facts, dog. Let's get it, man. You hear me? Talk to me about no Cook, man. T.Y. and Aaron Jones is going to be fun to watch. Facts, SKOL Mafia. Get back into the presser, man. About to wrap this up.
Keep coaching you for a really long time, man. And to be able to extend Justin, I truly think he's one of the brightest stars in all of professional sports. I've been on record saying that, and it was really critical for our franchise and for me as the head coach and for our offense and really for our entire team, the heart and soul of our team on a daily basis. Justin fits everything that we want to be about and continue to build in this building. Justin and mine, the bond that we have has meant the absolute world to me from day one. Getting a chance to build a relationship with a player like Justin, a person like Justin who's been raised the right way, loves this game, loves his teammates, loves everything about the process.
You know what I'm saying? He said raised the right way, man. Come from a good family, good solid foundation. It's very important, man. Morals, principles, you hear me? Personality, integrity, all that, man. Jettis has all that heavy, man. No doubt. No cap. Shout out Jettis, homie.
Of becoming and maintaining, you know, his status as the best in football at what he does. And there's all the things that people don't see that we get to see on a daily basis is what this day is really all about.
This bag is a game changer. Say hello to the Garmin Duffel by Half Day. Here's how it works. It unfolds.
You know, he means the world to that locker room. Even today, seeing him back around his teammates, yesterday back around his teammates, he's a people changer. He's a culture changer, and he's everything about, like I said, what we want this organization to be about. This day really is also about Justin for another reason. Being a first-round pick in the tough circumstances that surrounded kind of the draft through the difficult times of COVID we all went through, Justin never really got this day. He never really got the day with his family to be here and be recognized as he should have been in that moment. Despite that, he was able to still go out and have one of the more remarkable starts to a career that our game is really.
That's big fact. That's big fact. Now, a lot of people forget about that. You know, Jettis really had no embrace. You know, he couldn't really experience the moment of being a first round pick. He couldn't really get the glory and shit. Not saying that matters. You know, that's 2020. It's all good. But that's a great point. You know, he didn't get to experience the media, the whole highlight. You hear me? Being drafted, you know, first round draft pick, you know, rookie, all that. He didn't get to, you know, express how it felt, dog. He didn't get the press conferences, the pressers. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? He didn't get the recognition after his rookie year. You hear me? So yeah, I'm sure it feels good, dog. He get kind of like a real ceremony, a real presser, dog, celebration. And he deserves it, homie. He deserves it, homie. Period. Let's get it, man. Shout out Jettis, shout out KOC, shout out Quasi. You hear me? Let's get it, man. 1,000.
Seen, especially at the receiver position. So today is also about that, for making up for time lost and really experiences lost that day. We sure hope that this day, obviously special for Justin and his family. We look back on that and very, very fortunate that Justin became a Minnesota Viking. Want to say a quick thank you to John and Elaine, Jordan as well. It's been awesome getting to know you guys and knowing, I think you guys feel how important Justin is to our team and our community. But watching the way the Jefferson family has embraced the Twin Cities as well, and me getting to come here and lead this organization, your guys' support has always been huge. Mark Wolf, obviously the whole Wolf family, the support we get from ownership is second to none, and it allows us.
See, you know, KOC got to throw that in there, huh? Him and Quasi, see how they throw that in there? They got to throw the Wolves in there. Now I understand the Wolves hired him, but I don't think he say support, and maybe they do support him, but I think the Wolves getting away a lot. Dog. Secondly, I think the Wolves could do better as owners as far as being around, being at the games more, actually being in Minnesota, maybe living in Minnesota, maybe Wolves. Maybe showing up in Minnesota, maybe. You hear me? Maybe walking around showing your face in Minnesota, Wilfs. Act like you care. You hear me, Wilfs? Maybe that will suffice, Wilfs. Come on, dog. Now, understand Quasi O'Connell gonna talk highly about the Wilfs, but for some reason, I think the Wilfs are in the way sometimes. You hear me? Sometimes I think maybe not now. Maybe not now. Maybe they've learned to, okay, let us back our ass up, because we don't know about this side of it. You know, let us worry about being the owners. You hear me? Let us worry about other things as far as the organization. But when it comes to football, signing players, dog, Quasi and O'Connell doing their job, Quasi making maneuvers, we're going to get the hell out the way and let Quasi cook. We're going to get the hell out the way and let Quasi cook. You hear me? Bottom line, homie. SKOL Mafia, facts, homie. Facts, dog. Facts, homie. Great coach, man. Great leader of men. Still got a lot to prove, but let's get it. Mark is definitely around more than Ziggy. Is he SKOL Mafia? I don't know. Let me know, dog. Is Mark around more than Ziggy? Let me know, SKOL Mafia. Let me know, big dog. You know what I'm saying? I must know. I feel like they both should need to show their face more, dog. Heavy, not only at pressers or in press conferences or interviews. You hear me? They need to show their face around the city. Show their face in the games. They worried about being in New York, New Jersey, wherever they live at, dog. Why don't they live in Minnesota? That's my big question. Why don't they live in Minnesota? Well, why I at least see him more anyway. I feel you, SKOL Mafia. Hey, SKOL Mafia, do you live in Minnesota? SKOL Mafia, do you live in Minnesota, big dog? Yeah, man. If you stay in Minnesota, let me know, man. 1,000. I want to know where the Wolf said. Dog. SKOL Mafia from the South, man. You know what it is, dog. Roll Tide, man. Let's go. Let's finish this up, man.
Us to truly continue to feel like what we're building here is backed by the best resources in football, a daily goal to try to strive to be the best versions of ourselves in this building can only be done when we have great ownership, willing to do that on a daily basis. Quasi, to you and Rob, just the unbelievable amount of time and energy, understanding the importance of what's taking place today and more importantly, what will take place over many, many years to come, and being able to find a way to maintain relationships, do things with class, communicate at a world-class level, and ultimately get us to where we are today. Looking ahead, I know Justin's going to continue to bring his passion and energy. It's a huge part of the commitment that we so desperately wanted to make to him and him to this organization is much more than just I think about the 3rd and 18 versus the Bills. That's just me. But I do remember that play as well. There's been many from our first drive, against Green Bay in 2022 when we capped it off with a touchdown to Justin to start what was a historic season for him that year, to, overcoming some adversity together side by side and watching him still achieve the feat of being a 1,000-yard receiver despite so many circumstances stacked against him last year. Only made us all stronger. Justin, I know it's only going to make you stronger as we continue to build together. And with that together, we will bring out the best in each other, man. Same goals that you and I, really the same goal you and I have had since day one. In addition to all the individual feats you've been able to accomplish, the joy I've had coaching, we're still chasing a world championship together with your lead.
Let's get it, man. Like they say, Super Bowl, dog, Super Bowl, ultimate goal, Super Bowl, ultimate goal. Everybody on the same accord. Everybody on the same accord. You hear me? Super Bowl, ultimate damn goal, period, dog. Let's get it. Shout out Bradley. Shout out Cali, homie. Shout out Cali, homie. Yeah, shout out West Coast. Heavy, bro.
I look forward to watch you continue to grow into the leader of this team and setting a standard at a world-class level for the rest of your teammates and coaches and myself to be right there alongside with you as we get to go do this thing. So with that, nothing brings me more joy than to introduce Justin Jefferson to you guys.
Get it, Jefferson. Get it, Jefferson.
Finally back. Definitely excited to be back. Definitely have to say the shout out to the Lord, to God. Without him, this definitely wouldn't be possible at all. For him to be putting me in different situations and for me to overcome every situation that he has been putting me through. Of course, shout out to my parents.
Shout out Jettas, man. Shout out Jettas, man. Like you say, overcome every situation, man. He always thank God, man. Heavy, man. Like I say, overcome every situation. We know a situation, a big situation, one of them. So, man, shout out Jettas, dog. Keep pushing, big dog. Keep pushing, homie. Never fold. You hear me? Never fold, dog. Shout out Jettas, man. Let's get it, man. Let's fucking go, man.
Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Ricky. And shout out to all of my family members. I've had a great support system in every single thing that I do, from the time that I was a little kid to now being in the league and playing professionally. And they've been here every step of the way, and I cannot ask for any better.
Here's how auto mechanics remove car scratches in just 90 seconds or less. This simple but
family members than I have. Of course, shout out to Quezzy, shout out to KO, shout out to the Wilfs for giving me this opportunity. This is a blessing. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. Not only just the money standpoint, but just setting my family up for generations and for the longest I can live. I mean, just to be given this opportunity to be playing at the highest level, to have a contract that will set me up for the life I live, and just to be playing.
Yeah, man, you see what he said, man. It's, it's bigger than him, man. It's about family, generational wealth, man. Getting straight for his family, providing for his family. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Setting him and his family up for life, dog. Like Jettas always say, it's not just about the money now, dude. Sometimes I think he might stretch that or put 100 on 10 and go a little extra. We know the NFL is a business, so it's going to be about the guapino. You're going to want to get the money. That's why if it wasn't about the money, he would have took 30 mil. So I understand he said it ain't about the money, but at the end of the day, dog, the money plays a role. The money plays a role. You hear me? Now, money ain't the only thing. Some players, money the only thing. You hear me? They don't care about winning. They don't care about legacy. They don't care about family. They don't care about nothing. They just care about getting the most money as possible. I.e. Kirk Cousins, you hear me? But Jettas, man, shout out Jettas, dog. He finding that balance. You hear me? That's what it's about, dog. Let's get it.
For this organization, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this organization at all. I love every single thing about it,
Yeah.
from the fan base to the coaches, to the teammates, to the owners that support this organization. Everything has been phenomenal. There's no complaints that I can really say. Shout out to Ben, my agent, for getting this deal done. This is definitely a back and forth deal that we've been going through for a while now. But just like Kwesi said, we knew that this deal was going to be done. It was just all about the time, all about getting to the.
Now, we say they knew this deal would be done. Did they really know the deal would be done? You got to ask yourself. Now, I understand that's the good thing to say now. If the deal is done, so it's all good. But it was a second there where fans, everybody was like, whoa, will this deal get done? Will Jefferson remain a Viking? Will it be a trade? So let's not act like, everybody just knew the deal would get done as far as at least not the outside, people on the outside looking in. You hear me? It was a lot of rumors, a lot of speculations. Matter of fact, KOC said they weren't trying to trade up for him in the draft. They weren't trying to make a trade. They weren't trying to draft neighbors. So it's a lot of speculations, a lot of rumors, some clickbait. We know how the media goes, but you got to really think about it for a second, though. Was it all peaches and cream? Hell to the no. Thank you, Jay Lee. Thank you. Come on, Jay Lee. We got to be real, Jay Lee. You hear me? It sounds good right now. It sounds good now as far as, they knew it would get done. But, they're going to say that. But I think Jetta's Kwesi, this took some time. This wasn't no guarantee, homie. If it was a guarantee, it wouldn't have been all these speculations. It wouldn't have took so long. You hear me? They would have got it done last season. You hear me? So it wasn't just no quickly and swiftly situation, dog. It wasn't no champagne problem. Like Kwesi said before. You hear me? But it's all good. I understand. They gotta say it. They gotta make it sound good. They gotta sweeten it up, dog. But guess what? At the end of the day, bro, I know for a fact it wasn't that easy, homie. It wasn't that easy. If it was that easy, it would have been done. If it was that easy, it would have been done. You hear me? That's all I'm saying. Heavy, dog. Let's be real. Let's not cap. Let's not cap, chat. Let's keep it 1,000, big dog. Let's keep it 1,000.
The right numbers and what I deserve. So this is definitely, just like I've been saying, this is the start of a lot. This is something that I've been waiting for, and now being the leader of this team and carrying myself a different way. Just like I told him, I'm going to be on everyone, but I'm going to be on, everyone hard, and I'm going to make sure that I'm the leader of this team, and we're working.
That's what it's about, man. That's what everybody waiting to see. That's what he got to do. He said he's going to step up, be on everybody hard as well as himself. He got to do it, dog. That's what comes with the territory. No excuses. He got to be that captain, homie. He got to be that captain. He got to be on everybody. He got to step up and be that leader, dog. Somebody messing up, somebody out of line. You hear me? One of them young boys, young rookies, not focused, not zoned in. It's more than just Jettas now. You hear me? He got to be that leader, dog. He got to be one of the top leaders. You hear me? One of them top vets, dog. Period, dog. But I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he is taking that role and stepping up and taking on that responsibility head on, homie. You hear me? But it's time. The time is now, dog. Jetta's got to step up. Jetta's got to step the hell up, homie. 1,000 vocally, everything, dog. He got to step up. Period.
Into where we want to go, which is a world championship. So I'm excited. I'm excited for my family, excited for my friends, excited for all of the people that supported me. But yeah, we're definitely just getting started, and we got a lot of work to do. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. But I got some work to do, so let's wrap this up.
A lot of work. A lot of work to do.
Any questions?
A lot of work to do. Heard he said got a lot of work to do. Facts, a lot of work to do, Jettas. It's on you, big dog. A lot of work to do. Shout out Thor's Rock in the building. Shout out Thor's Rock in the building. You got to stay on the field to be a leader and earn that bag. Facts. Thor's Rock. We know what's up. That's facts. Yes, a lot of work to be done, but it's a lot of course things as well. Thor's Rocks. Facts, big dog. Got to stay on the field. Got to stay healthy. Got to stay available. That's the main thing we're going to see early in the season. Is his hamstring okay? Is his hamstring 100%? You hear me? Yeah, that's the big thing. Is his mental? Is his mental focus right, homie? But you're absolutely correct, Thor's Rock. You got to be available. I don't care how good you are, heavy. You got to be available, homie. Period. Bottom line. And he getting 110 mil guaranteed. 110 mil guaranteed. So that's telling me right there, if he succumbs to a major injury, he's still gonna get a payday, homie. He's still gonna get a big major payday. So I don't know. I don't know the full extent of the contract, but 110 mil guaranteed out of 140 mil. Yeah, you getting paid even if you're injured, homie. No cap, homie. But that's a big part of it. Can he stay healthy, dog? Is his hamstring 100%? A hamstring is a tricky injury. That hamstring is a tricky injury. You hear me? Heavy, dog. 1,000.
You talked a lot about your family. Like, can you recall any specific memories of when you were growing up of maybe telling like your mom or your dad that you were going to play in the NFL or like envisioning this for yourself?
I mean, I've been saying this since I was pretty much 8, 9 years old. I mean, having 2 older brothers that come before me, I got to really see everything before I can even touch a football. So just having 2 older brothers to really teach me everything that I needed to learn, from, you know, just getting stronger, just doing push-ups at 3 years old, to, you know, actually being able to throw a football and catch a football. So that dream always been there for me. That vision always been there for me. I was always a big dreamer and always a person to overcome different things and try to be the best person or best kid that I could be. And now to have all of those things installed in my brain, from them teaching me how to become a better person, a better man, from my brothers teaching me how to become a better player on the field. So it's definitely many things that went in towards me being this type of player. Of course, I can name a whole bunch of different coaches that came through my life that turned.
So he had that guidance, had that solid foundation, had his brothers, his family built him up, helped him stay focused, showed him how to put the work in. You hear me? They wasn't hating on him. They wasn't mad he was in a certain position. They weren't in a certain position. They wasn't mad he can make it to the NFL. They didn't get the chance to. No, it was all one love, homie. They said, all right, Jetta's the one who can make it. He's the one who can take us there. You hear me? He can get to the NFL. He can go pro. Let's zone in on him, homie. Let's put all the attention on him. So boom, bam, this is what you got to do, from coaches to family, etc. They was all in, rooting for him. Wasn't nobody hating on him, you hear me? His brothers wasn't hating on him. His brothers didn't despise him because he was good, you hear me? His coaches, his family, friends, they wasn't hating on him, homie. They were supporting him. That's what it's about. Some people don't get that. A lot of people don't get that, big dog. Like Jetta say, he had role models early, dog. You feel me? His brothers pushed him. Said, hit them push-ups, dog. Hit them push-ups, big dog. Get right. Get right. You got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. So that's a plus for Jetta's. He had that guidance, dog. He had that solid foundation at a young age. At a young age, you hear me? For some people, it comes later. But Jetta's had it throughout his whole life, his whole career. That's a plus, man. You hear me? True blessing. No cap, man. You hear me? But shout out to his brothers, shout out to his family and his coaches, man. That's what you're supposed to do, dog. Man sharpen man, iron sharpen iron. Not hate on him, dog. Not hate on man. Man sharpen man, iron sharpen iron, homie. Period. Bottom line. That's what it's about, dog. Period, bro.
Turned everything around for me. But that'll be a long list. So
Justin, you kind of connected the contract to the kind of your status as the leader of the team. I guess what in your mind connects one to the other in terms of being the leader and being the highest paid?
Are you having trouble trying to keep up with your professor? You've got to try Otter. Here's how it works.
You know, just being the highest paid just comes with being a leader. I mean, but I always preached it. You know, the money never was a big thing for me. It was mostly about just solidifying myself as the top receiver in the league. Of course, I want to be holding that gold jacket when the season is over. I mean, when my career is all over.
See, once again, but you can't cap Jettas. You can't cap Jettas. You know, I got to throw this in there. If, you know, understand money ain't the only thing. You want to be a Hall of Famer. You want to be great, but money was an issue, homie. Money was an issue. If money wasn't an issue, you hear me? You wouldn't have cared about being the highest paid. Like I say, they would have been got the deal done. So let's not act like money wasn't an issue. Money was an issue, homie, and that's cool. That's all good. But let's keep it real. Let's keep it 1,000, Jettas. It's cool. You come out and say you wanted your fair paid up. You wanted your fair pay. What you thought and felt you was worth. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that, Jettas, but just say it, big dog. Don't cap, homie. Don't cap. Money was an issue. It's not all about the money for you, but you want that guapino. That's why you want to break the bank. You said it. Didn't you say to Florio, hey, I want to break the bank, Florio? Come on, dog. Breaking the bank means exactly what you did. Highest paid receiver. So it was about the money. It was about the money to a certain extent, big dog. You hear me? Yes, you want to win. You want to be a Hall of Famer. You want to win the Super Bowls. You hear me? But at the end of the day, you wanted that guap. You wanted that guap too. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But let's not cap. Let's not sugarcoat it and cap, homie. It was about that bread. It was about that bread. You hear me?
With. So, I mean, it's going to happen. The contract talks are going to happen when you're performing at this type of level. But just like I've said plenty of times, it's more to it than just the money for me. I want to be the best player to ever do it. So in order to do that, I got to keep performing at my highest ability. And, with that, money is going to be involved. But that wasn't my main concern.
Should you take into account, if at all, who the quarterback is going to be here? And what are your thoughts on J.J. McCarthy?
Yeah, I feel like, just with last year's, just with all of the things that happened, all of the quarterback changes that happened, that really didn't really affect me that much. It really didn't matter who was going to be able to throw the ball. I'm always confident in my.
Yeah. Everybody talking about, oh, Jetta's going to leave with Kirk. Jetta's going to leave with Kirk. If Kirk leave, Jetta's going to leave. Man, I'm so sad. I'm so glad he nipped that in the bud, homie. I'm so glad he clarified that. Everybody acting like Jetta's just going to follow Kirk, like he riding Kirk's nuts. Like he can't play with no other receiver besides Kirk Cousins. Come on, bro. All this capping and yapping, homie. If you feel me, you hear me? Everybody talking about, oh, Jetta's going to leave with Kirk. He ain't playing with nobody except Kirk Cousins. Man, cap, kill that noise, man. What you talking about, man? You think Kirk was going to affect Jetta's leaving for real? You think Jetta's was sweating Kirk leaving for real to the point that he going to leave with Kirk? Leave with Kirk for what? To go be a loser, be a quitter? Man, y'all cap, man. Man, sometimes the media be so cap, homie. Let's get it. Shout out Jetta's, man.
Myself and confident who's throwing the ball to give me those type of opportunities and let me just go make a play for the team. I've talked to JJ as soon as he got drafted. I told him confidence is key. Just coming into this league with confidence and being able to have that leadership just right off the bat, being a rookie. There's going to be people that come and help. Of course, I'm going to be that main person to be in this ear and try to teach him and try to prepare him for what we're about to go through. But I told him this league is tough. It's not an easy job to come out here and perform at the highest ability, especially as a rookie.
Yeah, highest level. Glad he's keeping it real with him. That's the first part of leadership, being a good leader, being an honest leader, huh? He's not trying to sugarcoat it. He like, hey, bro, this ain't no easy task. It's going to be difficult at first, but you can get through it. If you zoned in, mentally zoned in, take the steps I took, you hear me? Take the steps I took, you hear me? Do what I did. But I'm glad Jetta's is stepping up. That's the first part of leadership, taking the young guys under his wing, quarterback, receivers, whatever. And I'm glad he's being real with McCarthy. I'm glad he's being honest with McCarthy, you hear me? He's not telling him, oh, it's going to be easy, dog. It's going to be an easy transition. You're going to get it down pat quickly and swiftly, real quick. Nah, dog, it's a process, homie. You hear me, dog? Rookie season is the process. And you got some players who come in right away and they just superstars. They just that great. They just that talented, you hear me? But for the most part, man, it's a process, dog. You hear me? It's a program, you hear me? It's the NFL, best of the best, top of the top, you hear me? Upper echelon for real, dog, best in the world. You better be zoned in. You better be prepared, dog, 1,000. Shout out Viking for life, SKOL, man. Come on, Jay Lee. You know I got to call it out, Jay Lee. Yeah, I told you, Jay Lee, you know how it gets sometimes, man. You know, sometimes they got to say stuff to cap, man. My thing is, let's not cap, bro. If it wasn't about the money, dudes would have been signed, dog. If it wasn't about the money, Jettas would have took that, 28 mil they offered to him last season, you hear me? The 20, 30 mil he turned down, you hear me? So it's about money. It's about money, Jay Lee, you hear me? It's not all about money. But at the end of the day, dog, Jettas wanted fair pay. And I ain't mad at him for that, dog. Like I said, 35, that's the max. That's the cap. Like I say, I ain't mad at dude for that, homie. Well deserved. Already knew the Vikings was going to have to pay extra. Yeah, already knew the Vikings was going to have to pay extra. You hear me, homie? That's not shocking, surprised. Are you surprised? Are we shocked? All I'm saying, let's not get carried away. But it's about that guapino. It was about that guapino, dog. Yeah, let's be real, dog. You know what I'm saying?
But I definitely will be that main person that he can lean on and help throughout the way.
What different do you think that's going to be for you after all those years with Kirk, just now having to kind of guide the quarterback as opposed to leading them?
It comes with it, you know. It comes with just being the leader of the team. Of course, you know, having Kirk was a little bit more easier. Him being a veteran and, you know, me pretty much coming into the league with him as my quarterback, things were a lot easier. But, of course, things are not always going to be that type of way. There's things that's going to change, and you can't really look back on the past and dwell on that. So, of course, having JJ into the building, a new energy.
What was easier, Jettas? I must know, big dog, no disrespect. What was easier with Kirk, Jettas? Kirk didn't make you better for real. Did Kirk make you better? What was easier? What was easier, Jettas? You still had to piss poor old line. I mean, what was different about Kirk? I mean, he was a veteran. That's it. Let's not get carried away with that either, dog. You hear me? Let's not take that too far, Jettas. You hear me, homie? And what wasn't none easier with Kirk Cousins? I mean, what was easier? That he had experience. He was a vet. That's about it. I mean, what? You hear me? You made Kirk better. You made Kirk better, big dog. Period. Bottom line.
New soul. I mean, I love his confidence. I love his attitude. And of course, him coming off a championship, you can't have any more confidence than that. So that confidence is going to continue to be with him. It's just my job to really install that into his brain throughout the whole entire season. And of course, give him that extra confidence by throwing me the ball.
That's what you've always been about, keeping your focus on football and not letting the negotiations bother you. But how relieved are you that it's not only done before training camp, but even now before mini camp, you just play?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it never really was that big of a concern for me. Just like I said, we knew that the deal was going to be done eventually. It just all a matter of when. But football is my main priority. Football is what got me here. Just the love of the game, just being able to feel like a kid waking up in the morning, excited for those Sunday games and going out there and just killing it. And that it just feels like a kid, just having that joy for the game, having that excitement. But, you know, of course, the contract comes with the game. And I'm just excited to finally be done with it, finally move on, and finally, you know, try to reach a goal that we all trying to reach.
Is this going to be an air raid, do you think, next year with you and TJ and Jordan and all? I mean, I know you got quarterbacks you're not sure of, but those are your strengths right there. Do you think you guys be throwing it all the time up and down the field and it'll be a basketball on turf?
I mean, we need to ask this man to the left right here. But I mean, we have a.
Yeah, fact. Glad he said that. Yeah, that's gonna come down to KOC, homie. That's gonna come down to KOC. His play calling. Can he coach a full 4 quarters? Can he scheme it up? Can he play call it up, homie? Hands down, man down. That was the perfect answer. You can't ask Jettas that. You got to ask KOC. KOC is the play caller, homie. KOC is the play caller, period, bottom line. Obviously, he's not giving up his play calling duties. So that's the wrong man that asked the question, media. You some of you media job turkeys, you got to ask that to KOC. You hear me? What's in the playbook? What's in the scheme? Can they throw the ball up and down the field? Yeah. But will KOC allow that? Huh? Will KOC insert the plays for that to happen? Don't ask Jettas that. Go ask KOC. Hold on, Robert. Calm down, Robert. Calm down, Robert. Hold on, big dog. Jay Lee, you're an idiot. Jetta's the most unstoppable force in the sports. Now go back in your hole. Damn, Robert. Hold on, Robert. Robert, what the problem is, Robert? How you come in hyped up like that, Robert? Damn, homie. Robert came in firing on all cylinders, homie. What's up, Robert? How you doing, big dog? Hope your day is well, homie. Hey, Robert came in fired up, getting on head tops, homie. Damn, Robert. Damn, homie. That's how you feel tonight? Damn, dog. You came in on fire, Robert. All right, big dog. Damn, you good? Shout out Robert in the building, man. Why you coming in Jay Lee like that, big dog? You in the chat, like it up. You in the chat, like it up, man. Let's get it. Damn, Robert. You came in firing, playing hardball, dog. Robert came in busting. He ain't wait no time, dog.
We have a bunch of different weapons on our offense. Just getting Aaron Jones into this offense with his ability to run the ball and being able to be explosive. I mean, it just goes back to having, Dalvin Cook back on this offense. So having that same type of mindset, having that same type of similarity, I feel like he's going to do fantastic with us, and we definitely have a lot of weapons on our offensive side. So we're going to be trying to give a whole bunch of people the ball.
How tough was last year for you, and even going through all the contract things? Did that factor in at all? And how excited are you to put all that behind you now?
Yeah, it definitely was a little tough. Just being out for 9 weeks. Not really being that type of person to really miss games and be on the injury list. So it definitely was a different course for me. But just being prayed up, just believing in what I have to do, believing in the training staff to really get me back on my feet and where I would like to be.
Athletes everywhere, including myself, swear by this. It's better, it works, and I'll tell you why. You may already know.
But, just having the support system, around me, that definitely helped out a lot. Of course, the contract talks was in play, especially during my injury on whether I should sit out or how I should go about my business. Those type of talks wasn't really effective. I kind of knew what my ability was. I already knew, that contract was going to come eventually. It was just mostly about getting back to my team. Of course, we were trying to win the championship and get to the playoffs. So that was mostly my main priority. Not really about the money, not really about after the season. It's just about being in the present, trying to be there for my teammates, for my coaches, and also, for my family. They're worried about me being on injury, something that I'm not used to. But having them around and talking to them throughout my process of getting back to then finally getting back and finishing off the season strong, it definitely was a great end to a season that I didn't want.
Justin, why do you think you were so overlooked coming out of high school?
It had a little bit to do with grades, a little bit to do with just not being fully developed. I was very small, not really being that big, not really that fast, not explosive like I am now.
Yeah, he was a real underdog. You hear me? What he say? Not as explosive, not as fast, as big. Everybody slept on him, but we see it. It happens. He mentioned grades. He may not have been focused, but at the end of the day, he was the underdog, and he came out victorious, homie, heavy. He put the work in, kept grinding, passed. Look at him now. He better than all the 5-star players. Better than everybody who went before him in the draft. Best receiver out of his draft class, dog. So that show you right there. You an underdog or whatever, dog. They count you out, make them count you in. They count you out, make them count you in, dog. No matter how long it take, never fold. No matter how long it take, never fold, homie. Heavy, dog. Would you rather spend your life folding and giving up, giving in, or spend your life going for yours, chasing your dream, goals, whatever it is, whatever you want to do, homie? You hear me, dog? Self-talk daily, heavy, but never give up, never fold. Jettas could have gave up. He could have folded. He could have gave in. People didn't believe in him. They doubted him, dog. You hear me? He could have caved in, dog. He said, nah, forget that. I'm zoned in. I ain't folding. I ain't stopping. Let's get it. You hear me? Shout out Jettas, man. 1,000, huh? Big SKOL Vikes forever, man. Let's get it. Win, lose, or draw, dog. I love that shit. Love to hear that shit, man. You hear me? Jettas 2,000 plus. Facts, Robert. Jettas 2,000 plus. Let's get it, man. 2,000 plus. Let's get it. Jettas eat heavy, dog. Eat heavy, man. Love that shit, man. Never give up. Never give in. Never fold, dog. Don't care who against you, whatever, dog. Never stop, dog. Period. Bottom line. Go for yours, homie. Go for yours. Period, homie. Shout out Jettas, man.
Now, so I definitely had times where I complained at my parents and stuff for not being the biggest, not being the strongest, what I'm gonna do, or, what I'm saying, just things a little kid thinks about when he's growing and you know, growing into his body. And I really had to be patient about that, you know, just seeing what my oldest brother went through, hearing the different stories that my parents was telling me that he had to go through the same thing I had to go through. So it was just all about being patient, all about just staying the course and working my butt off. And then once I seen that I had that type of skill set, once I seen that I had the ability to go out there and play football at the highest level, that's when the confidence started to come in. That's when I started to be Jets. That's when I started to have that ego. That's when I started to have that confidence that, you know, it don't matter who's going to stand for me. I'm going to do whatever I need to do.
Yes, when you look at the totality of this offseason with your contract and some of the other moves, you guys, Aaron Jones, and talk about the quarterback, like where do you think the organization is sort of direction of the organization is now moving forward after we get through this deal here?
Yeah, I feel like we're on a great path. I mean, just with locking me in for 5 more years, I've been telling all of them they're going to get the best out of me. You know, every single practice, every single game, I'm going to try to be the best person that I can be. Of course, being the leader of this team, I got to carry on with the rest of the team right behind me. So just getting everybody on that same goal, on that same mindset.
Let's go, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. Good talk from Jettas, man. Let's get it, Jettas. You know, he get it. He understand. You know what I'm saying? He know the role he got to play, dog. You feel me? He know the role he got to play. Every game, week in, week out, he got to give it his all. Give it his all, dog. Win, lose, the draw. Give it his all, homie. You hear me? What he say? From the guys following behind him. You hear me? Following his lead. Following his lead. That's what it's about. He is a leader now. He is a true captain now, homie. All eyes on him. All eyes on him. 1,000, dog. Let's get it. I love the way he talking. I love the way he talking, bro. Heavy. I like his energy. Heavy, man. Let's get it.
To have that confidence every time we step on the field. And this is a long season. It's not easy to win in this league. Everybody got to be mentally prepared, confident to go in to every single game, ready to go. But it starts now. It starts now at training camp. It starts now when we go into the training camp in August and getting ready for the season. We all have to be on the same page, and it starts with me, just getting the guys ready.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all.
Hi, I'm Jason Estrada, Nike trainer, and I'm wearing the Unlimited pants. They're coming.
Let's get it, man. That's what I like to see, man. Clap it up for Jettas, man. Clap it up for Jettas, man. SKOL's in the chat for Jettas, man. Heavy, man. Matter of fact, put Jettas in the chat. Put Jettas in the chat, man. Let me get airplanes in the chat. Let me get Jettas in the chat, man. Heavy, man. Let me get airplanes and Jettas in the chat, dog. Let me get airplanes and Jettas in the chat, homie. 1,000, man. Let me get airplanes and Jettas in the chat, homie. Let me get airplanes and Jettas in the chat, man. Shout out Jettas, man. Like I say, man, you know, I'm gonna get up out of here, but man, shout out Jettas, shout out to the Vikings for getting it done. Shout out Quazy, shout out KOC. Basically, man, it's time for Jettas to step up, dog. He got his money, got his guapino. Now it's time for him to take the league and keep getting better, dog. Take the league and keep getting better. And I think he will, man. You know, some players fall off, some players get complacent. I don't think that's Jettas, homie. I don't think that's Jettas, dog. I think Jettas gonna step up, man up, and take over. Step up, man up, and take over, man. You hear me? One last thing I want to talk about mini camp. Mini camp kicked off today. You know, not too much news from mini camp. Shout out Isaiah Bradley in the building, Danny in the building. Let me get them Jets, that Jettas, man, them airplanes in the building, man, in the chat. But yeah, mini camp kicked off. Not too much news, but you know, everybody talking about McCarthy and Sam Darnold. I don't think it's going to be too much of a battle. I think Sam Darnold was the starter. I think the Vikings will have Sam Darnold as the starter. And like I said, if J.J. McCarthy just balls out, it's undeniable that he should be the starter. Then bet it's a different story, dog, a different situation, a different scenario, dog. But at the end of the day, I think the Vikings, KOC, have made their minds up. You know, the whole process, the whole program is for J.J. McCarthy to sit back this season. You know, learn the game, soak up the information. But his rookie season, put no pressure on him. You know, let him fall back, let him learn, let him watch, observe, etc. Dog. You hear me? But I think the plan, OTAs through training camp, is Sam Darnold is the starter. He is the number one. Now, like I said, if JJ McCarthy just is undeniable talent, you got to put him in right away. You got to put him in right away. It's no way you can keep him out. There's no way you can sit him down. He's too good. He's too talented. He brings too much to the table. Then okay, he clearly beats out Sam Darnold. All right, bet. Then he's a starter. But I think the main goal is Sam Darnold being the number one, dog. You hear me? Danny in the building. I think so too. Darnold looms. I assume you mean Darnold looks good, ride or die. Yeah, man. And that's news, man. You know, everybody's saying Darnold looking good. He's throwing good passes. Like I say, don't be surprised if Darnold balls out. You know, he is a veteran. He's only 26, 27. I mean, the guy's still young. The guy never been on a proper team with proper weapons. You hear me? Sam Darnold ain't never had no weapons of this caliber around him. Who he played for? The Panthers, the Niners, which he wasn't even a starter. So you got to question a lot, man. Sam Darnold could definitely have a great season. You hear me? That's an A+ win for the Vikings, dog. Period. You know, if Sam Darnold comes in, balls out, and JJ McCarthy can relax and rest, and he continue to get better and develop, oh man, that gives KOC more time with him to mold and develop him, to show he's a true QB whisperer. To show he's a true QB whisperer, right? You know, that's the whole talk of the town. The whole talk of the town. What can KOC do with his guy? What can KOC do with his guy, huh? Period, bottom line, dog. That's all I'm going to say, dog. But yeah, so this whole QB battle, it could be a battle, but it's probably not a battle. You hear me? It could be a battle, but it's probably not a battle. You dig me? You get my drift? As far as the rest of minicamp, man, it is what it is. We're going to see which players step up from the cornerback position. Andrew Booth, Lewis Seen, they probably up out of there. But it's pressure on Byron Murphy, dog. We got young rookies in the building ready to step up and play. Kyrie Jackson, excited to see him. Caleb Evans, he got shit to prove. You hear me? Safety position. Is it a young safety out there who going to ball out? Maybe take Harrison Smith's spot. You got Theo Jackson, you hear me? So it's a lot of questions, man. The D-line, that's the biggest. The D-line, the interior trenches, the O-line. They say Blake Brandell will start. Right now, he is the number one guard over Dalton Reisner, right? Matter of fact, let's see how much Dalton Reisner. I'm just interested to see how much Dalton Reisner's contract is, homie. You hear me? If it really made sense, you hear me? I'm just interested to see, dog. You hear me? I just want to see how much Dalton Reisner is making, dog. I just want to see how much Dalton Reisner is making. You hear me? Hey, Danny Facts, homie. Danny Facts. Defense is much improved, homie. Defense is much improved. You hear me? Defense much improved. You hear me? You hear me? Defense much improved. You hear me? Much improved. You hear me? I just want to know how much. Okay, here we go right here. I'm trying to see how much this man making, homie. Trying to see how much this dude making, man. I really want to see what's up with Reisner, though, homie. Reisner signed a one-year deal to come back to Minnesota with a base value of $1.41 million and a combined $1 million in roster and signing bonuses. According to Ben Gosling of Minnesota Star Tribune, that brings the value of his contract to $2.41 million. $2.41 million. Hey, that's not bad at all, homie. They got Dalton Reisner for the cheap. If I'm being realistic. $2.41 million for a year. That's not bad. I'll take it, homie. I'll take it. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of players got to step up and prove who they are, man. From the cornerback position, from the offensive lineman, D lineman, the veterans, ain't nobody safe. Anyway, that's how I feel it should be. Should nobody be safe, dog? Mini camp, you can't really put too much, into mini camp. Like, you can observe and see who's balling, see who's doing good, kind of like OTA. But at the end of the day, you don't really know exactly until like training camp, dog, real training camp. You hear me? Preseason, team practice when they're going up against another team, when they getting physical, they really putting that work in. That's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm excited about seeing, homie. I'm here for it, homie. Don't tell me nothing about no offensive lineman, defensive lineman going up against air. You hear me? Want to hear nothing about nobody going up against air? I don't care, dog. Talk to me when the pads come on and they hit somebody in the mouth. You hear me? No doubt, dog. Danny Facts. That's a great signing. 1 year, $2.41 million. That's nothing for real. it's something, but it's nothing, homie. As far as we're talking about the NFL aspect of it, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Shout out to the Vikings for getting it done, man. But like I say, mini camp kicked off today. I mean, you can't put too much weight on it. You hear me? I mean, observe it, see who looks good, see who looks bad, dog. You know, but it's all good, man. Jetta's got the deal done. Vikings underdogs, underrated, but let them keep sleeping. Let them keep sleeping. The Vikings gonna wake them up, man. Shout out everybody who came in the chat. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hey, man, share this live. Share this with your family. Share this with your brother, your sister, your mama, your daddy. You hear me? Your cousin, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wife, your husband, your friends with benefits, whoever. Hey, share this channel and share this live, homie. Much appreciated, man. Big SKOL Vikes forever. Win, lose, or draw, man. Holla at y'all later, man. 1,000, huh? Yeah. No cap, man. Shout out Danny, man. 1,000, man. I'll let y'all later, man. Hold it down, man.